Hello, and welcome one and all to Reserve Inspirations D&D, where my friends and I play Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition for your entertainment. My name's Aaron, your Dungeon Master, and these lovely people surrounding me are my friends. Well, I guess not. Just players, I suppose. We're going to start from the bottom right this time with Sarah, and then we got Carrie, and Lauren, and Mike. As you know, this story takes place in Xi-Phyria, my homebrew world, and our new shows air on Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on Twitch, and they will be uploaded that evening or next morning on Patreon for our patrons, which is fantastic. And then if you decide you don't want to give us money, which boo-hoo, you can watch it on Friday when we upload it to YouTube. So definitely look out for that. Any other announcements we have this evening, guys, before we jump in? All right, fantastic. So a little bit of a recap. The party, they stopped at the Half Pint Inn. Some odd things happened while they were there. There was a meteor that struck down a few miles away, which the force from that tore the inn asunder. You had to work together to escape the collapsing inn. And then you made your way over to the barn where Pinty Het's elephant and Clinks's goat were stationed. As you go there, you found that the barn had collapsed on top of the elephant. And for a very long time, you all attempted many different things, which were all unsuccessful in saving this elephant. Eventually, Pinty Het, with motherly strength, even though she's only 15, lifted the side wall of the barn to release the elephant, and then it was coaxed out with some food and whatnot. And right before it was about to die, Theo utilized her lay on hands to heal Kashek, so which is great. At that point, a couple people, Holazar and Theo, took a short rest and a nap. Clinks kind of surveyed the area, and she noticed a glint of gold in the far distance where the meteor had struck. And Pinty Het was sitting with her elephant Kashek, and then took out the orb that she found inside the inn, and kind of like rubbed off some of the dirt to see the runes below, and a genie popped out. That genie named Kevin then thanked Pinty Het for releasing them.
Genie, by the way.
Yeah.
Generations and generations of genie.
Yes, Kevin. Kevin the 17.
Kevin gave Pinty Het some interesting abilities, and then disappeared back into the ball. Pinty Het then made a fog cloud, which Clinks tried to run out of, and found Holazar and was like, all right, we need to get out of here. But at that point, a couple of arrows were knocked and then put into their faces by some archers. And I believe, Theo, you had stepped away to go look at the collapsed inn to see if you could find any survivors or anything like that.
All right.
And that's what we're picking up today. So I think we're going to start with Clinks and Holazar, who currently have archers with arrows trained on them. These archers are in a navy blue, like a midnight blue outfit.
Oh my god, I gotta look so good in that.
There's a band of what looks almost like a silvery paint over their eyes all the way across. One of the two, they both look feminine features. One of them has really dark skin, the other with really light skin and blonde hair. And the two of them have their bows knocked and facing towards you. What would you like to do?
Drop down into a defensive position.
Sure.
How far away are we from?
They came up pretty close. They're probably about 10 feet away.
No, the rest of the people.
Oh, Pinty Het's maybe like 20, 30 feet from you in a fog cloud, doesn't see this.
Oh, right.
Theo is probably 200, 300 feet away at the inn where it had collapsed. And the two of you are kind of over by the collapsed barn with this fog cloud kind of encircling you, and you can see the archers.
You're gonna drop down. Great. I'm just gonna I guess arms up.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even do anything.
Get up. Get up. And they pull it back a little further.
Like, get up. Fine. Stand up.
What are you doing in these parts?
Walking da.
Leaving, ideally.
Oh, yeah, what you said.
These are human lands. Your kind is not welcome here.
ain't my kind. I'm
Clearly,
happy,
you are
know.
some sort of orc, no?
Yeah, half.
And they'll just kind of like survey you for a moment. The bow does not relax. That they're
Okay, this
repelling.
totally isn't working. What do we do?
The other one steps a little closer as
I'm
well.
just gonna like super smile, but then remember that I have like the fangs, so then I'm gonna try to like fake smile and hide the fangs. So it's gonna be so weird looking, because I'm gonna be like trying to look so happy, but also trying to not look scary.
The darker skinned archer starts to circle around, and she's like, she kind of gets to the shoulder of the other, and you can hear whispers, but you can't. Well, actually, make perception checks. See if you can make out what is being said.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Great, -1. I'm just so in myself. I don't know what's happening around me. Oh, nat 20!
Ooh.
17 and 5, that's math.
17 and 5 is 20.
So really a 19 because I have a
22?
-1, but I rolled
22?
a nat 20.
Wow. All right. So yeah, the two of you, they think they're being quiet,
Okay.
but you hear some whispering, and you hear almost like I kind of looked over them, and they seem like they're telling the truth. And the other one just looks back. It's like, we cannot trust them.
We can hear you.
And they both still have the bows. At Pinty Head, you can hear this happening. You just can't see it on the other side of the.
Oh dear.
We,
It sounds like they're in trouble.
we just want to be on our way. Don't.
Yeah, seriously, like just traveling.
Do you know what happened? Why the trees were destroyed and there was an earthquake?
No.
You have nothing to do with it?
Do with it.
We were sleeping.
Yeah, just like walking through the fog cloud now. Try.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Ag.
It's a 12.
12. Okay.
Ooh.
You're going through, and you can see as you start, the voices are becoming louder as you're moving closer to this area. And right before your hands are kind of out, reaching out, and right before you touch anything, you see a dark shape kind of in front of you, maybe like 3-4 feet away.
Just like poke my head out of the fog.
Because it just ends as like a curtain. You're like,
You,
oh, that's
you
like
do that, your head kind of comes out, and right kind of to the side, you see two archers next to each other. On the other side, you see Clinks and Holly just like.
How big are they in comparison to me?
They're human sized, probably 5'9" and 5'8".
So like similar to my height, but
Yeah, a little
like
shorter.
a little smaller in build.
Yeah.
Slowly go back.
Then you hear,
Wait, oh, I was
you
gonna say
come out
maybe
now,
skinny.
please. Come on. Come on.
Okay, I'll be right there.
No.
I'll just start like quietly trying to
An arrow-
walk backwards.
Oh no!
They can see me in the fog cloud?
They saw
No,
your
you
head,
started to retreat.
and then you started to back up, so they rolled with disadvantage, and an arrow at your feet.
Alright, I'll stop walking now.
Come out, please.
Just slowly walk out.
And
Uh,
We go through.
What? Wasn't there another one of us?
Shut up. There are more. There are more in
the two of them look at each other when you say that, Holly.
the
They
inn.
start looking around.
The inn. It's
I mean, that's
left.
totally gone, girl, but yeah, you can go that way if you want.
No, there's people in there that need help.
Probably not anymore.
Well, we can't do much about it. Maybe they can help.
And we were watching you for a bit. You, how do you do this? And she kind of like, one of them loosens their grip on the bow and kind of
They're
brushes.
both girls, you said?
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, I don't even know. Like, it just started to happen, right? Like, this is so dope. And I'm gonna bend down and grab some bun and be like, put it on, and then like.
Yep, it just.
But it only works on me. I tried on her. I mean, if you'll see by the outfit, it already wasn't great anyway, but I didn't make it any better.
And this is something new, you say? Since when?
Yeah, like 5 minutes ago. All right, maybe more than that.
After the
Oh,
earthquake?
you know, come to think of it, totally. Yeah, it's only been since then.
They look at each other. And
Wait,
then back
can
to
we make it
you.
cool now?
And you were speaking to the elephant.
Yeah, that was so weird, right?
It was.
And you fog just emanated from you.
I'm not quite sure about that one.
Oh my god, but you made that?
Were you all able to do this before or no?
No?
Definitely not.
No.
I don't think so.
Interesting. I think there's a correlation then between this earthquake and your abilities.
She's really smart.
Obviously, I would have shot us already.
And then the other one that still has the bow looks over to the lighter skinned one, puts the arrow back in and slings the bow, and she goes to give you her hand. And she says, "Come, Theo. At your service."
Oh, Holly?
Shakes your hand.
Can I do it like extra hard?
Yeah.
Just to like make her arm be like wiggly jiggly.
Come here, though. Come here, though. Come here, though.
That's nice.
The other one does not introduce herself. She just still has the bow kind of ready. And says, "You say there was another one of you? Where?"
I'm just gonna like thumb into the like the direction of where I assume she is because we napped.
Come, stay with them. And the lighter skinned one begins to head over to the inn area. So Koma, Kometho, is standing with you still. This is the darker skinned human female. So, you say you're traveling in these parts? That's nice. What brings you out this way, past the mountains? And you've come from the southeast, no? From the Halfling lands.
Well, sure.
And what is your purpose here?
Well, I'm a merchant, don't you see?
I can't really tell.
It's because of the fog. It's okay, it'll clear up.
Oh, okay. And you too?
We've heard of circuses.
Whatever she says, yeah.
Oh, I have maybe up north. Are you heading further up?
A slight detour.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
I'm literally just like anything she says, I'm like, oh.
With advantage, because you have assistance
my
from
God.
Holly.
Nothing.
I got my hype person.
Yeah.
I'm smiling and just like,
Every time she says something.
Yeah. I shouldn't be talking.
I should be talking, but I don't even know
Does
what
the
I'm doing.
streak of terrible rolls continue?
I'm not very charismatic.
This is not a
10.
good.
Oh, it wasn't so bad.
This is not a lucky
Oh, I don't have
team.
any bonus.
I just realized I'm like super blurry.
Oh, damn,
I gotta do
should
that
be
thing I
talking.
used to do. Here we go.
What? Oh, you're doing your whiteout nonsense again?
Yeah, I'll see if it works.
You don't have a bonus? I should have done that.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Because I have a plus 3.
Oh, well. It'll eventually fix itself, I guess.
Well, you hope. Or actually, you probably don't hope. You don't have to look at them.
What?
Yikes. Oh, there's something in my eye. I'm so upset.
Oh my god, it just keeps getting blurry.
Well, that's also a striped piece of paper. So
Yeah, it's probably not gonna help.
I don't know if
Anyway.
it's trying to focus
Oh,
on
do
that
you want
as
a
well.
white piece of paper?
Yeah, sure. We'll see if it.
There.
Oh, look at you and your little notepad.
Aw.
Let's see how this works.
Isn't that special?
Guys, oh my god, there's something in my eye.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. That worked. I'll leave this over here.
The stripes, you were doing it.
Stripe screwed it up. Okay.
Yeah.
10.
A 10. Okay. 10. That was with advantage. the
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. The
Yeah, we did that backwards. I should have been talking, because...
the circus, you say? That's a distance far north.
I mean, yeah.
What the road builds character?
Isn't it all about the journey anyway?
Sure. Well, your elephant looks injured.
Yes, it is.
My friend is good at bandaging and healing and whatnot. Perhaps she can take a look. When she...
Oh, it just walks over and grabs them and it just starts dragging them.
Oh, they've already gone to go over to the inn to find Theo.
Oh, okay,
the
I'm going to follow them then. And
Okay.
As
You
soon as
start
I get
walking
to
over
them,
there?
just start pulling them.
So we don't have any weapons aimed on us or anything.
No. The one who had the bow still kind of pulled back, started to walk away toward the
Okay.
inn, and left you with just this person.
Okay, I'm like not as on edge.
I'm not used to speaking with goblins. I'm used to shooting at them from a distance.
Rude.
That's fine.
Well, when they're attacking and burning and pillaging, it's difficult not to fire at them and protect our people.
Are your people really all that bad?
Yes.
I'm just gonna make the face I'm just like, because here I was being like, wow, she's so rude to my friend. Like, oh, never mind, she's speaking
Oh,
the
no,
truth.
wait, that's
Okay,
not-
I'll just shut up now.
But I must say, it is a pleasure to meet one so kind.
Well, I'm not.
I mean, that kind of might be a stretch, but
Kind of
it's
a
just
stretch.
definitely not what you said.
I.
Shh, just smile.
And then I just smile, and it's just like all these just pointed,
Sharp,
weird pointed
jagged teeth.
like black.
And then
lips,
I'm like,
just like.
and then I'm like, maybe not. Stop smiling.
She's like, as you smile, she's like, yes. Well, do you mind following me to my companion?
Well, they're not going to shoot us, so.
Oh, how rude of myself. I forgot to say, we are the Twilight Wardens of Brauron.
I'm not gonna bother writing that down because Polly's not listening and paying attention.
I will
Not
definitely.
Yeah.
The Twilight Wardens of.
Brauron, Brauron.
Okay. And do they ring a bell
I don't know how to get
with
to
me? From it?
Why don't you make a history check, because they do kill goblins
Yeah.
on occasion.
Yeah. Oh man, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know why.
4.
4? Yeah, the name definitely doesn't ring a bell. You don't remember any stories from like war groups from your tribe heading out and coming in contact with them, so possibly not your tribe.
Okay.
But yeah, she beckons to have you guys, the two of you, follow if you'd like, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Theo, you are circling this inn, searching for possibly people or anything that you might be able to find. Can you give me a perception check?
11.
11. All right. You start to go, looking around, listening. You don't see anyone. You get about halfway around the building. You don't really hear anyone. And then you start to turn back around, and as you do, not 10 to 15 feet away, there's an archer that just, as they step around the corner, raise up their bow and arrow toward you. Hello. Who are you? There's this pale-skinned human woman, blonde hair kind of pulled up in a ponytail, midnight blue clothing on, tight ranger-like clothes, and like a silver band of paint across the eyes.
Well, I could ask the same question.
You can make a history check, or actually make a religion check for me.
15.
15. You have actually you definitely notice this this attire. It's these people, these Twilight Wardens of Brauron. They are protectors of the forest for the most part, but they are also they're worshippers of Artemis. So they do things. They usually come out at night for the most part and do most of their hunting and protection at night. And they're big on defending women and young girls and whatnot. Yeah, you know them as a pretty fierce bunch. And they're spread throughout the continent. And they have like little posts throughout the continent everywhere. So yeah, she's got the bow. She doesn't have it like trained directly at you. She's got it kind of lower but still pulled back and looking at you.
I'm gonna be the idiot that I am and just say, "Oh, I trust you. Just, I can tell you I like you already. Just, can we just?"
Just staring at you.
I'm gonna come closer. Please, please don't shoot me.
I met your friends back there.
I have friends.
Are they not?
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, yep.
Interesting friends you carry. And she kind of pulls the bow back a little, like, no, not pulls it back, like, you know, looses it a little bit. And she says, "What are you doing here? Searching for people?" "That's what I was going to do."
Yeah. Well, we can do that if you like together.
She's like, "Do you hear that
Can anybody hear me? Help, I'm trapped.
voice?" And she kind of points into the rubble.
My leg is stuck.
And as she like points it out and you start to listen, you hear a young girl's voice, just very, very weak and hard to hear, just kind of crying out for help.
The golden retriever, right in.
And she will follow you as well. She will follow you as well, right into the rubble and begin to start helping you pull things apart. It's at that point, Pinty Head, that you kind of come up behind and you see the two of them, this archer and Theo, in the rubble, just starting to move things out of the way.
Just gonna run over and use Mage Hand and just. So I've been thinking about this, and it says that I need an arcane focus, and I think her arcane focus is gonna be her magnifying glass.
Okay, sure.
And so she's going to put her hand through, not actually punch through. No, just use it and kind of project her hand.
Ooh.
Or the
Yeah, and as you do that, actually no one would really see this besides you at this moment, Pinty Hat, but there's this light blue, sky blue colored hand that forms through this magnifying glass, and it has like this silvery clasp at the wrist, and at that point it's just cut off. It's just a hand that's kind of floating there.
I'm gonna start taking.
It's the Addams Family.
I'm gonna start taking anything up to 10 pounds away.
Okay.
Just like
Just
little
like little bits
little stones, and just like there's a
I'm
giant
helping.
hand just like picking up stones like this, fucking no.
Perfect.
Just like
Concentrating so hard.
Yeah.
Literally.
on a cantrip.
Theo, give me a strength check with advantage, as you have help lifting all this stuff out of the way.
23.
23. Yeah, so you're just lifting up these large pieces of like beams and tossing them aside, bits of like plaster and wall that you're kind of throwing off and whatnot, and eventually you hear the cries become louder. You start to move some things, and you find as you're digging through all this a hatch door that goes into the ground.
Help, I'm stuck.
What would you like to do? Lift it up. Yeah, you lift it up, all the dust and rubble just
rips the door off.
It's like Hulk fucking status. Like, one hand.
Oh, save!
So yeah, you rip up the door, and it looks as though this some sort of small room down below, maybe like a little bedroom. You can see like a post of a bed and whatnot, and you can peer down if you'd like. It's kind of dark down there. You don't have dark vision.
It's dark down there.
Hello?
Right, yeah, it's dark in there.
So yeah, you hear, I'm
You
stuck.
need assistance.
Help me, please.
I can assist you. I
hurts.
can't even see where I'm going.
Where's Papa?
Pan down to the point of view of the little girl. Just, I can assist you.
A second,
Drops down.
does this voice sound familiar?
Oh yes, it's absolutely Gretchen. the little girl.
You little cretin. Now I find you.
And you do, and you go. Are you heading down?
Yeah.
You kind of jump down the hatch, and when you see, it looks as though one of the beams that was holding up the dirt ceiling has collapsed onto her and is pinning her leg.
Oh, it's Festivus time. It's time for a feat of strength.
Golden retriever now.
And you hear,
She's down the well?
Yeah.
is everyone okay down there? It's the archer.
I'm working on it. There's things in the way.
Please help me.
Listen to the tiny child.
So you said you'd like to try to lift this beam off?
Yep.
Okay. Make another strength check.
Okay. Yep. Okay. 18.
18. Yeah. You get underneath and you can find a little grip under there. And this is a heavy beam. It's like, it looks as though it's the main beam for this small room underneath. It's what holds up the ceiling and everything. And you are just
And not to be
straining.
mean, but I'm probably gonna try and use my foot to just push the child. Can you just?
And she'll start to move a little bit. And at that point, it's pretty much she can't. She pulls herself out, but she can't really do much more than that. So
We're good. So she's not even like half deadish.
yeah.
Well, it's anything like last.
But yeah, so you're able to get her out, but you can see as you're getting her out of there, her leg, it looks like it's crushed, possibly broken. What would you like to do?
Wait,
Take a tiny
Wait, what's
arms.
crushed or broken?
The
the little
girl's leg.
Oh, leg. Sorry. I was like, what now?
Wee little Gretchen.
She needs a,
Yeah, you did.
she needs a...
Alright. So what are you doing? You see her legs all messed up.
I'm gonna try and pick her up and grab her arms.
And as you do, she just screams out in pain and grabs at her leg.
Can I take a look at it?
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Oh, really not the best. Okay. 9.
You broke it.
9 total.
Oh, honey, let me check your leg.
Does this hurt? Ooh, it doesn't look good.
Does it hurt when I touch here?
You can see as you kind of get down, you don't, it's dark, you're having a hard time really seeing a lot, but you can see that there's bone sticking out a little bit and it's blood everywhere.
I can't do anything because I hope you love it. It's fine.
So what are you gonna do?
Try and just drag the put the arms around just dangle your leg. It's fine. I'm just gonna wear you like a cape.
And you can feel as you're climbing back up and you're also holding her, you can feel the one leg in the back that's just kind of swinging and she's crying and whatnot. But yeah, you're able to get her up on top of the rubble.
We're gonna make it.
And you see the archer immediately comes over and begins to look at the wound. She goes into her pack real quick and pulls out a bunch of bandages, and you see her, she's like, here, bite down on this, and she puts a stick in the girl's mouth and she bites down and she pours some sort of liquid on it which kind of sizzles for a moment, and then she gets some she pops the bone and starts wrapping it up, and the girl is just at this point just passes out from the pain.
I'm just gonna try gently pet her head.
Yeah. And it's at this point that Clinks and Holazar and
great.
Kametho are making their way over as well. You see this. You see Gretchen, the little girl that came out of the kitchen for a moment, and then Buster kind of pushed her back in when you guys were there.
I was going to say, did we even see her?
Only for a quick, a second,
So
yeah.
I probably don't even
No.
Well, she's the only child that I saw.
Yeah.
So I might just assume that it's the one I saw from her earlier. Even though I'm not going to know anything about her.
Kids all look
Kometho,
for real.
Is everything okay? And the other one picks up. She will be fine. Yes, she will be fine. I'm bandaging her now, but she definitely needs to see a healer. Anyone wants to do anything? Say anything?
Oh wait, they're both right there.
You
right?
guys are all
Also?
pretty much there at this point. All you four, the girl and the two
She's like,
archers.
I'm gonna hit you! Like I'm looking
Theo's
at.
gonna point at the one with the
Oh,
fancy
the Lady
face.
Gaga.
and
Oh,
just
they
be like,
both have the silver across the face.
I liked you.
Oh my god, the one that
Tell-
walked us over.
I'm gonna
is
just
next
try
to us.
and boop.
Wait, the blonde one?
Oh.
You gonna try to boop the blonde one?
Wow, you're
So you go to boop,
like fighting words.
and she's gonna try to swat you out of the way. So make a dexterity check.
Like while that's happening, can I lean over to the other one and be like, "Oh my god, who dresses you?"
I really hope that they shoot me.
I'm literally just gonna be like up and down like her outfit. I'm gonna be like, "Really? Can I get one of
Oh
these?"
no,
It's
nat
like-
20. So just
Nat 20? You got a nat 20?
Seriously? Oh, you.
I rolled
Yeah,
a-
swatch goes around
Yeah.
I rolled total dirty 20. So it's one of those things where she gets up from the girl and begins to turn to you, and before she can even like see your
Say
hand,
anything.
you just boop. Her face goes from like a concerned face about the girl to a "I am going to murder you" face.
I'm gonna lean over to the girl that I was just asking about the clothes. So I was just like, "Oh my god, I dressed you guys. I totally want one of those in my size." And then I'm gonna
And
be
she's like,
and then.
Oh yes, everyone has these. It's such a wonderful feel this fabric, and she's like,
I'm gonna be touching it. I'm like, "Oh my god, girl, this color's great on you." And then I'm gonna see the boob thing happen, and like just in the middle of that, I'm gonna be like, "She looks pissed."
yeah, and Kometho's like, oh no, she should not have done that. That's not good.
I didn't.
Did you want to say anything about your elephant?
Oh no, I'm
There's so
Putty Hat is distracted by the fact that they just made a giant blue magical hand. So
Well, it's
they're,
not giant. It's like this big.
Well,
Oh,
It's like a regular sized hand.
Oh, okay.
A magical
we're
hand.
We're playing patty cake.
Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect.
Wow.
Just like
So, go ahead.
And we see the girl. And
Mhm.
I'll reach into my herbs pouch and pull out.
I'm gonna see them. Like, make sure to tell me you had drugs. I'm like, give me some of that.
And kind of just hand a couple small bundles over that can be used into muddled into a paste almost,
Okay.
and and hand them over to maybe help apply to the wounds that the girl has.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So yeah, you head over there, and as you do, the lighter-skinned ranger-looking person kind of puts their hand out to stop you for a moment, and then notices what you have. She's like, you're skilled with medicines, no?
Not medicines, just herbs.
That is a medicine.
Yeah, I guess.
She's like, here, bitch, that's medicine.
I'm not formally trained, just what I pick up.
You're not supposed to downsell, you're supposed to upsell.
Well, if you'd like, you can apply this. And she'll stand up.
Okay. I'm just floored that people are trusting me to
Right?
touch a child.
Meanwhile, the second you touch her, dead.
Oh no!
I know. She like rubs it on, and the kid's like, ah! Like, just immediately croaks.
Oh god, it was the poison pouch.
So go ahead and make a medicine check. Clinks.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh god, are you actually gonna kill her? I feel really bad.
I'm not rolling on that thing anymore. Only doing it here. Alright.
You roll well?
You girl.
Yeah.
It's the tray was
Now-
betraying her.
Ooh.
Get out.
Dirty.
Sorry, what? Dirty 20?
30-20.
Dirty 20, yes.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of pull back the bandages that this ranger has, or this warden has already done, and you kind of lay it across where the bone had been sticking out, and and then you put the bandages back over, and yeah, you think that it's gonna definitely help.
Okay.
Especially if there was going to be any type of infection, this is definitely going to help stop any type of infection that could, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
The leg
Could
of
exist.
Misty falls off.
Just becomes like
Yeah, and then I
soggy.
kind of just like slink back behind Holly.
Sure.
You're gonna come behind.
Slink.
Just kind of slink back because I've done my part.
Okay.
Kometho says, Melanipo, if you could take a look at the elephant over there, it could use some of your healing as well. And Melan is like, yes, I suppose I can. I will do that. And I will also keep looking for other survivors. And she'll start heading to the elephant. And then Koma turns to you all and says, now, originally, we were both going to go to this impact site, possibly where the earthquake began. We're going to follow the downed trees. With your abilities, I could potentially use your help if you wouldn't mind coming.
I'm going to look at Holly and kind of look back towards the road we came and look back at, kind of the situation. Kind of like a...
And
like the eyes, like.
and you, what was your name?
So after a minute, it goes away. Oh.
Since my companion is going to look into your elephant and take care of it, would you be willing to come with me?
Sure. My name is Pinty Hat.
Oh, Pinty Hat, nice to meet you. I am Kometho.
Very nice. Writes it down. Just for the record, she spelled it Coma Theo and just question mark.
I don't know, it's pretty close.
We should go.
Yeah. I was trying to go like an hour ago before we were staying in this one's elephant. What? I don't care.
So you're willing to come? To go with me?
Did she not hear what we just said?
You said you wanted to go.
Yeah, like away from here.
That is where we're going, is away from here.
Then we go.
Then
We're
would
going
you
with
look
you.
at that?
We will go with you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wait, are we really going with that?
And
I'm going that way. I'm just gonna point towards what I think
North?
Okay. Where I'm trying to.
well, we would be going, if you were to come with us, we'd be going northeast. A bit of a detour, but you could eventually curve back to the north if you wanted to.
Well, I'm on a quest.
As am I.
Yeah.
Well.
Aren't we all?
Are you?
Mine's not so much a quest.
Is this group? Do you travel together?
Whoa. You said group? I barely know these people. We like just met. Well, her I
Yeah,
know, and
no.
she's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
but I
no,
need
we-
her 'cause I have no
we
idea where I'm
do.
going.
Like I don't.
I'm friends with
We-
the elephant.
I mean we.
Ah,
but
okay.
we didn't.
Good.
Yeah, we didn't like
Yeah.
come together. We just like were there together.
Happenstance.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm interested to know, and I'm surprised you're not more interested to know how you got these abilities. I feel we could find this out.
Oh my god, do you think I can do anything else? I'm just gonna start.
You're gonna
like,
start
doing
focusing
all
real
sorts
hard.
of crazy stuff, like trying
Wait,
to
you
do
can
it.
do it. Like Theo's just gonna be confused and be like, "You can." Do
Oh my god! And then I'm gonna bend down again, pick up some dirt, squish it on my like sash.
This time you go to reach down for the dirt, but almost absent-mindedly, the dirt then lifts up and just goes into your hand.
Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. But I definitely know I could do this. And I'm gonna do this,
That-
wipe it on, and like clean it. And then I'm just gonna like put my hand over the ground and see if I can like make it.
That is amazing.
Yeah, totally.
This is bizarre.
Can you do anything like this?
Well, I just I felt really bad for an elephant, and then it felt better.
like
There was
restoration,
that.
healing?
I mean, maybe.
Only
I've
the
only
most.
really touched the elephant. Not. It sounds improper. Which is.
I mean, it wasn't improper.
It may not have even felt you.
We could, if you were to come, we could possibly take the horses there. And she points to some horses that are over by the stables. So we might have to double up on a couple, or
I have no.
you have a horse.
No, she totally doesn't.
Right.
Wait, is he around?
Oh, yeah, he's just roaming. He's just kind of.
No, it's like, but is he within like eye shot?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so she's gonna say that, and she's gonna point, and I'm gonna point, and she's gonna be excited, and I'm gonna be like, dude.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, I have something to ride on, and I'm like, no, she doesn't.
Well, it looks as though there are 3 horses, or two horses. So we could, you take your goat, and you're the largest. Maybe you go with the small one, and I'll go with you.
Like,
Right.
if you're cool with that. Wait, can't you just ride your elephant?
What about the elephant?
I don't know if it's better yet.
Oh.
The elephant needs a nap.
Alright, yeah, whatever, you can come with me.
So you're willing?
If it's away from here, yes.
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 Like,
I have to
not
wait for my
direction.
elephant to recover anyway.
Again, if I can stress first, do we have enough food?
Well, I mean, I have a little bit of snacks left, but like they're kind of just for me, so.
She
not
takes
really
her
caring.
satchel off and she opens it up and she's got like some dry jerky and she's got some trail mix snacks and stuff
Things
like
that we're accustomed to seeing, or not really.
You I feel like you would have seen like salted meats and stuff like that, yeah, and then like berries and nuts and yeah, that's stuff that you would have had out in the mountains.
I can help with that.
Have you been holding out on me? You got like more snacks?
Plus, if it gets real bad, I'm good at hunting.
Can we get milk from your goat?
I'm gonna do like the awkward like laugh, like the.
No, dear. It is milk. You can't milk. Well, never mind.
It is a male goat. You cannot milk this goat.
It's
I mean, you could.
Anyway,
It's got an udder.
I'm gonna be like, it's barely even a goat, so even if it was a female, it's still probably not.
well, I will tell Milan that we are going to head to the site. If you could prepare the horses, I will return momentarily.
I'm just gonna like point. I'm gonna like. She was talking to you because like I'm not trying to prepare horses.
And she's gonna pick up the girl and carry her over to where Milan and the elephant are.
Okay.
So you guys going to the stables?
I already pointed. It was like that's everybody else's thing to do horses.
yeah.
I don't even.
Thank
Am I
you,
even
thank
good
you.
at riding a horse? I don't know.
She was talking to you.
Ridden horses before?
No, you in your homeland, you pretty much ride ostriches, or elephants. Essentially, would be the other ones. They do a lot of like the heavy lifting and moving and whatnot, and generally, the halflings will just ride around on the ostriches.
And then have I seen them before?
You've probably seen them in past. You didn't have any
Yeah.
in your encampments
Oh, I
or
was gonna say,
anything,
did
but
we
you've
know
definitely
that?
seen humans riding on the roads past and whatnot for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Negative 2 at animal handling. So
I
Oh yeah. But
Well, I guess it's gonna be me.
I mean, yeah, like maybe I'll look at you and be like, isn't you're like the closest to
I'm
like.
gonna be am I gonna be spooning the one I
I'll see what I can
booked?
do.
Wait,
On the
was-
horse?
I-
Because we have to share a horse.
I mean,
You're
it's smaller than
you're
what you
sharing
got,
with
so-
who? The elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
Is that the one I booked?
be. No.
No,
That one.
okay.
That one's gonna be
The one
staying
that I
with
was
the elephant.
befriending about the clothing.
I will also go.
Just honing in on
And
all
try.
these elves.
I already know I had a connection with the elephant. If anything gets weird, maybe I can help with the horses.
Okay.
So I will go too.
Perfect. So yeah, you make your way over toward the stables. Clinks and Pinty Het, you'll head inside. There are 2 horses there. They seem like they're a little spooked. After this crazy earthquake thing, and now there's a little goblin coming up.
Magic horses.
One of them's definitely named Dennis.
Not Kevin.
The other one is Philip.
Yeah, sure, Philip and Dennis.
Philip and Dennis, love it.
Dennis.
If we're in,
He somehow we feel something.
No, I just know a girl that rides a horse, and the horse's name actually is Dennis. So
Perfect.
I just think it's funny.
Perfect.
Like a horse named Dennis. Like, which one's your favorite one? Oh, I really like riding Dennis. I'm like,
Dennis.
what?
So, Clinks, what are you doing to prepare these horses?
I guess, if they look a little spooked, I was going to maybe grab some hay,
Mm-hmm.
because food worked with the
Yeah,
elephant.
just hay all around, yeah.
Maybe try and, gently give it to them. Food is a...
Sure. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. And that's a 12.
Okay, 12 total, very good. It sniffs for a second, and then after a moment or two, it kind of starts eating. And then the other one kind of looks over and notices that there's food there, begins to make its way over, and it kind of reaches its neck over the wall of the stable to eat some as well. And yeah, they seem like they've calmed a bit. Pinty Hat, what are you doing while
Probably
Clinks is
looking
doing that?
for saddles, as I would understand that a large vehicle-like animal is going to need a saddle.
Yeah, and you don't even need to really search for that. They're pretty easily found. The only thing is for you, they're up kind of high, like they've been lifted up on sort of some racks. Might be a little difficult for you to reach them.
Holly, could you give me hands?
Wait, I didn't go. I thought, whatever, I'll go.
I'm literally
Oh,
Well,
shouting.
you're at the stables. You're just not in with them.
Oh,
You're
alright, so I'm
over
outside,
by them.
fine. Okay, so I'm outside, I go in. What?
I just need you to hand these to me.
Can I reach it easily?
Yeah, you can easily
Oh,
reach
yeah.
it. Yeah, and you're strong enough to lift
Okay.
it too.
So,
So
yeah, I'll do that.
yeah, you can hand it to Pinty Hat. Pinty Hat, you can now attempt to put it on the horse, which is double your height.
Holly, could you come here?
Actually, no, I feel like I'm gonna hand it and then immediately just know that that's not gonna happen, and then grab it and then yeah. Like, can you go grab this for me? And I'm like, what am I even touching? Oh. I'll just...
Yeah, and it smells a little bit like horse hair and whatnot. But yeah, you're able to kind of get it up on top of the horse while Clinks is keeping them distracted with the food. Has anyone ridden a horse before? No, probably not. So you can attempt to strap in the saddles and
Nobody knows what they're doing.
Well,
Do I even put the saddle on correctly?
roll a d20 for me.
would it be similar to a little setup I have for Kid Rock?
Just trying to go.
Totally.
Can I help and be like?
I would say it might be similar at the moment.
Well,
What
we're
you
gonna
what
say
you
first.
see, Clinks, is you see Holazar look at this saddle, spin it around, spin it back the other way,
Look at the
Shrug.
horse, just...
put it up on there, and it's backwards.
I obviously like to say something.
Yeah, go for it.
We need to get going, so.
we need to get going.
I let them know that this is good training for maybe when we join the circus.
Oh, we
you
were
held
really
this
doing
on
that?
backwards.
Just tell me what to do. And except while
I'm
she's
telling
saying
you what
that,
to
I'll
do.
step back and look at it and be like, and then switch it.
Learn in the front.
Sure.
So set them up.
Don't I?
All right, yeah. So once you get Holly to flip it around, it's easy enough to figure out where the straps go and then tighten them up to the buckles and whatnot.
Of course I know where the straps go.
Yeah. So then the archer will come back over. The archer Kometho. She'll be like, well, Melan is going to take care of your elephant, and she will make sure that the girl gets the medical care that she needs. And she'll be searching for other injured, and we'll go check out the site. We should be maybe there in an hour or so.
Okay. Yeah. I take out my map and I look at it.
It looks like you're kind of heading sort of back in the direction you came from, but a little more north.
And I know north is more human. that's where it gets more populous?
If you were from where you are now to go straight north, yes, it's a big city up north. But if you go northeast, you're gonna kind of go toward maybe some farmland, almost kind of back toward where that the commune was that you stayed at for the night.
Okay. Guess I would just be thinking like more humans, less risk, maybe. So.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like be like, is this the way we're trying to be going?
More than means we're safer.
Whatever you say.
Kametho will be like, well, are you ready? Could get ourselves up.
Right.
And, yeah. So yeah, she'll climb up with you, Theo, on one horse, and then Punky Hat.
Holly,
and...
could you come here?
I'm assuming she wants a boost.
Yeah.
Just as soon as she says that, I'll just
Sure.
like grab her and assist or whatever.
Sure.
I'm
Easy
not gonna
enough.
say anything. I'm just gonna do it.
Easy enough. You guys can all climb up on the saddles. It's a new experience for most of you. Clinks, it's not too bad for you. You're used to your goat and you're used to running
Can
through.
I get him in front of Piney Hat first, so that way her face is in my bow?
Yeah, the huge purple bow.
So she's just.
She's like trying to hug around me, but like obviously
I'm just holding
can't.
onto the bow and I keep switching because it keeps like coming undone, but I'm like, holding the other part to tighten it and like just.
Theo, are you in front or in back of Kametho?
Well, I don't I would guess I'm bigger,
Mm-hmm.
so they'd be in the back.
Sure. That's not how they did it, but.
No, I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna. She's gonna keep touching my bow, and I'm gonna get annoyed, and then I'm gonna like be in the back,
Okay, sure.
and then just like around. It's like, wait, you still have the hat on?
I still have the hat on, yes.
I'm gonna be like, can you do this fucking thing?
I needed to cover my head.
I'm gonna cover your head in a second. That needs to come off.
What do you have to cover my head?
I'm just gonna take my hand. Like, over.
I don't think that'll work the same way.
Is the hat off at the moment as you're putting your hand on top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have what, like almost like cornrows, like braided.
Yeah,
cornrows.
It's rose when it's up in like a.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna get really excited because I'm gonna take the hat off and be like, and like go to like just palm her head like a basketball, and then like feel the breeze, like, oh my god, who did these? These are so good.
I'm forced to do them myself.
Hello, and I'm just gonna like point up at my like hat, like little palm, and be like, maybe later.
All right. So you get up on top of the horses and you begin to make your way northeast. Kametho and Theo's horse will be in the lead. And,
Am I on Dennis or Philip?
which one did you take?
Dennis.
Probably Dennis.
All right, so you're on Dennis.
Talk so much about that.
Theo, you're on Philip then.
Right. Philip probably hates me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, you've got a high.
I'm quite determined to make friends.
You've got a high charisma, but you don't have a good wisdom, which is what animal handling is. So yeah.
Oh, my animal handling is like -1, so we're definitely having like the worst riding.
I was gonna say who's at the reins on your horse.
Well, if I'm in front, it would be me, and I have a +3, so I
All right.
think.
Oh,
So
okay,
make
great,
an animal
great.
handling check, Pinty Hat. And Theo, it's Kametho's in front, right?
Yes.
14.
I'm not even trying. I'm just
Natural 20 for Kametho.
Okay.
So yeah, the horse is, she's used to that, riding a horse. She's riding straight.
I'm
How'd you
just
do,
like,
Pinty Hat?
Slow tuned in.
Yeah, your horse every once in a while sees like a bit of grass that it wants to eat, and it goes to go to it, and you have to kind of like pull it back onto
ADHD horse.
the trail. But eventually you get...
Just riding and it just veers off.
Yeah.
Veers off.
The road is here.
Eventually you get Philip
You
to...
have to get these hooves checked. They're misaligned.
Yeah.
No, that's Dennis.
Oh, Dennis, sorry,
Yeah, we're on
Dennis.
Dennis. We're
Dennis.
on
I just wrote that Philip is what I'm writing.
1 L or 2 L's?
Is that the only note I've taken?
We are right.
Philip.
Philip, that's it.
I wasn't there for much.
Yeah. So you continue on, and the further you go, the more the destruction is evident. You can see that trees are toppled and like the roots have been ripped up and torn from the ground. Any shrubbery that was there is just like the twigs and the bush part of it. All of the leaves and everything have been just blown off from that force wave. A lot of the rubble and rock has been knocked up.
Do I, en route, do I spot anything shiny that I want to pick up?
Ooh, make an investigation check as you're moving. Actually, or perception, your choice as you're going through. Your choice.
You know what? They're both -1. So.
Fantastic.
12.
12. You, as you're going, you do find a couple shiny rocks. They don't seem to be gems per se, but they definitely have a few flecks in them, and they look kind of interesting.
Like to gather those.
Yeah, and you don't even have to get off the horse. You feel that you can just
just like
pull them
use
toward
the
you.
force, and I just
Yeah.
to make great.
Fantastic.
So how many of those do I?
I would say you found 3 of those. They were kind of all. I mean,
3.
it may have been one big one that got broken and destroyed, like
3
blown apart.
shiny rocks.
Yes.
That's what I just added.
3 shiny rocks.
Parentheses, possibly 1 rock in 3 pieces.
And I should have mentioned this before. I think I mentioned it in a previous episode, but today is the 2nd of Rebirth, 9/9, not the year 999. And it is a fairly chilly and dark, cloudy day at the moment. It's much chillier than the previous day, around 53.
Wait, is it a new day? Do I need to? Oh, I didn't take
No.
rest.
You already long rested and rolled. This is still the same day.
That's what I mean. I haven't
yeah.
to do it again. I just did it once.
Not yet. So you still have the high wisdom at the moment, or higher wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, so your perception is 1 higher.
Actually, +1. Oh, so then that last thing would have been a 14.
14. Okay,
Instead
so
of a 12.
I'll give you another rock.
Oh, thanks.
Still might just be 1 big rock.
Yeah.
Still, possibly 1 rock in 4 pieces.
So yeah, it's dark and cloudy. You can barely make out the little rays of the sun every once in a while will glint through the clouds. But yeah,
What is the? You said chilly.
it's around mid 50s,
Do I
low to
feel
mid 50s. You're used to the cooler weather in the mountains.
Sounds-
This is about average for you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. You and Clint's about average. You, this is about the same too. Yeah, this whole continent, north and south, is about the same. The temperatures change this way more so than they do this way on the continent. So you're used to like this cooler weather as well, Theo. But yeah, you continue to make your way. Is there anything that you want to talk about or do on the way? It's about an hour's journey.
An hour's journey.
Yeah, and like I said, the ground keeps becoming more and more like rough terrain the closer you get to your destination. As larger rocks are overturned and trees are snapped and broken instead of just knocked over, and yeah,
More devastation.
correct.
Just because of where we are, I just want to kind of keep an eye out for something that might remind me of home, or
Yeah, absolutely. Make a perception check, Clinks.
or people, people coming after us.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of keeping an eye out.
Yeah, I think Tia would also be kind of worried about weird swirls and wolf type things.
So you'd be keeping your eye out as well. Yeah, make a perception check.
Might actually even get off the horse. Does it seem like it would be faster if I just got off the horse and walked myself?
No, the horse is faster for sure.
What?
Alright, but I'm looking. What am I doing?
Perception as well.
Oh, that's an 8 for me.
Clink's got an 8. All right.
Nine.
9. Okay. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. It's like I said, there isn't really much sun, so it's mostly shadow kind of cast around, like darkness, and the clouds are kind of stopping any light from coming through. And the desolation also makes it look even more dreary as you're moving through. And no, you don't really see anything coming up.
After doing my rock thing, I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, and like just, I don't know, try to pick up other random shit on the way, like dirt, twigs, blocks.
Sure, there's all kinds of stuff. You can take whatever you
I don't
want.
actually need to take it with me. No, I just want to like.
You
play
try
around with it.
to summon the pieces of wood and parts of the trees to you, and nothing happens. But any of the dirt and the rocks and all that stuff will come right to you.
I want to cast Mage Hand and help them get the twigs because they seem to be having.
Oh,
Oh, because I
I'll
can't
pick
get
the
the
twigs and give them to you.
nice.
You don't even watch. I'm assuming you just take them and just.
I'm like, oh my god, thanks, babe. My shoulder.
Here, let me help you
Fantastic.
out a little bit. You seem to be having trouble with the twigs.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's about. And then I'm just gonna continue to talk to, is she with her? Who's with her?
Well, Kametho is about to have a conversation with Theo.
Oh, yeah, I just meant like...
We can come back and you can
no,
have,
I was
like,
just
a-
gonna chat with her about the outfits again.
Oh,
It wasn't
yeah.
anything that had to actually happen, I just meant like, that's what I'm, like...
And looking at the two personalities, Kametho is just so much more personable than Milan.
Yeah.
It's like night and day.
They're busy talking, and I like look at Milan like I want to start talking, and I'm like... And I
No, Milan's not
'cause
with
I'm
you.
like,
Milan's
no.
not with
Oh,
you.
that's right. She
Yeah,
stayed with
back at the inn. So Theo, Kametho. You're messing with me over here. Kametho is saying. So what part of the continent do you hail from?
And from the down south.
Oh, I have a few friends who are wardens down there.
It's nice. I mean, I've slowly made my way up.
How long have you been traveling?
It's been a while. I'm trying to get right up to Sabrin. Got something important to do. Something to deliver.
Well, hopefully we can you can make your way straight there after this.
I don't see why I wouldn't.
Lovely. Any other conversation? Clinks, are you doing anything in particular? I know you were kind of keeping your eyes peeled.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Maybe absent-mindedly just almost braiding that Kid Rotten. Her in front of me.
Yeah, and as you're doing that, like every once in a while, a small clump of hair falls out. It's getting a little patchy.
You're trying to braid it, it's just like coming out.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it.
Yeah.
Oh, poor buddy's
You're braiding it. It's not even attached to him anymore.
Well, time goes on, and you get closer and closer to your destinations. Conversation is had. You might have some trail mix along the way for a snack, and eventually you can see you're a higher elevation than what's ahead of you, and you can kind of make out that the land dips, and it kind of goes into like a large crater. Forms into a large crater, and right at the edges you can see all the trees and the roots ripped up on the outside of the crater, and inside you can see one large stone-like structure that is projected almost from the ground. It's like pointed straight out of the ground, and yeah, that's you're kind of making your way there. I'd like a perception check as you near this crater.
I still have
From
my
everyone.
save, so it's now +1.
Just give me a negative
Yes,
2
you
and
have a
be
plus
done
one.
with it.
Well, it wouldn't be a -1; it would be a 0.
What do you mean?
It goes up by 1, so if you're at a -1,
Oh, it
it's
would
a
be
0.
0. Okay. So it's just what I rolled.
Yeah. So what? Pinty hat.
Perception 14.
14. Holly.
19.
19. Clinks.
Natural 20.
Yes!
24. Nice. Theo.
Dirty one.
It's a muddy one when it's a 1. The dirty 20, it's a muddy one when it's a muddy one.
Clinks, because you have been so focused. Clinks, because you've been so focused on surveying the area, trying to look for anyone in
I
particular.
just turned it right around.
You did. As you're approaching the edge of this crevice, you can hear voices coming from below inside this crater, and you hear,
Hey, come on! We gotta carry this thing out of here! It's pretty heavy! I need some help!
and as you, I don't know what you want to do. You can't see them yet, but you could hear them kind of out in the center of this crevice.
Is it
They're speaking in Goblin.
They're speaking Goblin, so I perk up.
Yeah. And Halazar, you also can start making out this. They're yelling and screaming at each other. These goblins. There's some creature speaking Goblin.
But so do I look at them and I obviously like.
look
recognize,
at who.
We hear
You don't see them. You
Oh,
only
we
hear
don't
them.
we just hear them.
It sounds like they're coming from the crevice, but you haven't gone to the edge yet. You're maybe like 15, 20
How
feet
high
away from the
is
edge.
the edge? Does
You
it
don't
go up
know.
at all, or it's just like flat?
It doesn't go up at all. No, it's like something hit and
I
then.
think it's just like a.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I was like had to climb up. And
But you're like 20 feet from the edge of it, so you can't really see down inside of it at the moment. What's up, Clinks?
Oh, I immediately let everyone know
Yeah.
that.
Quietly?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a stealth check, everyone.
No, just telling everyone.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Like that I hear. Sounds like one.
Stage whisper, because I couldn't even hear that.
Stage whisper. Oh, that's what I meant. If I can hear it, I can recognize obviously because I'm.
Oh, you recognize the language of the goblins,
Yes.
and yeah.
So then I'm definitely gonna be like, like who's down there?
I'll just whoever's right. I'll ride up next to Theo, and I see
Oh,
that
good.
they are reacting to it too, and just let them know.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I got a 1. Theo's like smelling Kametho's hair. Like,
Sure, yeah.
always with the.
Dirty goblins.
It's them. It's who? Oh my god, it's them.
Are these friends of yours?
I know.
I don't know. I think so.
I mean, probably not.
No.
We're not very well liked.
what,
All right, yeah. So what's the plan? At this point, as you're all whispering, I am gonna need a stealth check from everyone.
Okay.
Everyone?
Everyone who's there, yeah. What do we got?
Straight mid-range.
Pinty hat.
I got a 12.
12.
Plus 0 is a 12.
Okay. Holly.
30 plus 2, 15.
15.
30,
30, 20. Clinks.
I'm not.
7.
7. For Theo.
It keeps going this way.
I'm like, oh my god.
Acceptable, acceptable.
No, it's literally
really
what I'm
good.
like, she's not that hot. Theo's clearly distracted. I'm like, she's not even that hot.
All right.
Jeez, I don't get to touch.
So, as you're all quietly speaking and whatnot, Kametho's like, all right, we should get into position then. And she begins to dismount the horse, but her foot gets stuck on one of the stirrups.
Oh,
And she falls and just...
I'm like, oh my
Her
god.
quivers, you hear it just... all the arrows and everything on the quivers. She lands hard on the ground.
Yeah, I don't whisper. I literally say, oh my god. Oh my
And
god,
all of the
David.
quarreling that you were hearing stops.
No.
What do you do?
I'm gonna hop down. And you said all of our things like kind of spilled out and like tumbled and whatever.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna like run and try to like do that weird, the awkward, quickly trying to scoop up like items.
yeah,
like,
like
Okay.
you know, each other in the hallway.
Yeah,
and
like-
fingers went everywhere.
Yeah, and then you're just like, oh my god, let me help me pick that up. Yeah, I'm gonna just jump off. And be
Are you
like,
guys gonna lock
like,
eyes too?
I know I can like move pebbles, but like I don't have really weapons on me other than like jewelry tools, so I'm not
Sure.
ready for a
Do I have
fight.
any
I'm a
idea that
little-
we're threatened?
I don't necessarily know
I'm not
that you
threatened.
have. You feel that you're threatened.
All right, but I saw
They said you need to be
somebody
quiet
fall
because
off
there
a
was
horse
something
and I
going
feel
on.
bad.
Yeah.
We were like shush shush shush, and then she fell and made a bunch of noise, and I was like, ah fuck, and then I got up and helped her.
Hey, let me try and be real quiet and get off the horse and help.
So as you're all like shh, and you're trying to like discuss this, who's passive? You have the highest passive perception, Pinty Hat, right? 15.
15.
15. Out of the corner of your eye, you just see a creature that looks a little bit like Clinks, just up over the edge and scurry back down. And that's where we're gonna end for today. So yeah, cool. We might get a little bit of action next time. We'll see. But yeah, so that's conclusion for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back next week with the start / conclusion of this
I was
encounter.
gonna say, yeah,
Yeah.
culmination of events.
All right. Well, thanks again. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.